Okay, I'm on. Hi everybody, it's Dara, and this is Thanksgiving preparation week. I promised recipes that you can make to have, if you choose, in all vegan, raw vegan Thanksgiving. Or you could just simply add some of these dishes, or these dishes are good for any other day of this season, because the pumpkin pie recipe that I made, I had it for lunch one day, I had some for breakfast with the hot dandy blend reishi tonic. So this particular one is in, I'm just thinking about my mom all week, because Thanksgiving was our holiday. It was just something that we love to do together. And I am reminded of something that she made back in the day, and I don't know if it was the traditional rumaki, which is, believe it or not, bacon with chicken livers and water chestnuts. I think she left out the liver, and she would take bacon and pineapple and water chestnut and roll it into something that looked like this. So this would be an appetizer, and she entertained a lot in the 70s. I just remember having a really warm, cozy room with Carly Simon and James Taylor playing in the air, and she always had something good going on in the kitchen. So I thought, well, why not, honor my mom with something that is a vegan version of Rumaki. Okay, Rumaki, you can look it up. I haven't had bacon in a very, very long time, but I do know that you can use eggplant, which I did. I took organic eggplant and I sliced it with my Borner V-slicer into shapes like this is what it looked like before I marinated it. Pieces like this. Okay, so my intention was to kind of sweat it with salt and make it softer, and then marinate it. I marinated it for at least 12 hours in something called liquid smoke, and I only used a little bit. It's just hickory concentrated seasoning. I am sure it's not a raw product. I don't see anything particularly wrong with it, but you can leave this out if you want and just use nama shoyu, which is an unpasteurized soy sauce, and I used a little bit of maple syrup. You can use honey, cayenne pepper, definitely paprika for the color, and if you want, instead of the hickory, the liquid smoke, you could use smoked paprika, so that will give you that smoky flavor. And I definitely used garlic. I used olive oil and apple cider vinegar. So the apple cider and the vinegar were what was liquidy in order to cover the pieces of the eggplant. And I just kind of rubbed it in, rolled it over, and laid them in a small dish. This dish, to be exact. I poured all the liquid at the bottom and then just made sure each piece of eggplant was covered, and then let this sit for at least 12 hours. I'm sure less would have been fine. It just worked out that way. And I turned over, make sure the lid is tight, and I just turn it over from time to time, so you keep flipping it. I also used, I love this, from the Longevity Warehouse. It's black pepper extract. It's very strong. So black pepper, any black pepper will do. So I did that, and then what I did was I put them in the dehydrator, and they were in there for, I don't know, 12 to 18 hours on 120. And now they're like this. And then I cut them into strips, and inside, instead of using water chestnuts, and I have nothing against water chestnuts, they're the coolest thing in the world. They're a vegetable, not a nut, and they grow in like a marsh-like condition in China, but they're also growing them here in California and in Florida. But the thing is, you can either get them roasted in a bag, or usually they're in a can. And if you can find them organic in a can or in some way that's not aluminum, by all means use them, because not everybody can get jicama. Jicama is what I used, and this one happens to be particularly fresh. So when they're not fresh, they're a little drier. This one really has the texture of a water chestnut. So this is a root vegetable from Mexico, and it's watery and light. And then I did my mom's version. So instead of water chestnut, I'm using jicama, and I cut up pieces of pineapple and I rolled it in and I put toothpicks in. So you could serve this as a party appetizer or a pre-Thanksgiving treat while somebody's watching a football game or at any other particular moment. So I hope that the only question that I did not answer was, well, not the only. I really want to encourage you to get this Borner V-Slicer. It's on my website. And I use this with a cut protection glove, which is like all stained. As long as it's not cut, it's fine. You can buy these at Bed Bath & Beyond, the cut protection gloves, or order them online. So I washed the eggplant, cut off the end, and then I set it on a setting. This one has 3 settings, so it was pretty much on the thinnest setting, so I could have a nice malleable piece of bacon, eggplant. So this is really exciting because it's giving me all kinds of ideas now that I can make this kind of bacon flavor texture. And I put a little bit too much pepper or cayenne. They're spicy, but I think the pineapple and the water chestnut, the jicama, will make it be totally fine. So I'm gonna go get Herbie and he's gonna try them and probably have some words of wisdom. And I am up to Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving party, be grateful recipes, and I will be back with you in just a second. Okay, so we're on again, and Herbie gets to try something. He has no idea why he's coming over. Other than he's going to say some words of wisdom, but before he does, because now the recipe portion is over, the tasting portion, Herbie,
Ta-da!
my getting younger dad, every day, minute by minute, right Herbie?
Yes.
Yeah, look at him. Shiny.
Whoa.
Okay, remember when Mommy used to make Rumaki?
Rumaki. Yeah, that's
Okay.
with the
Yeah?
wrapped around the chestnut.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that?
Sort of. Whoa! Whoa!
I decided to get
Surprise.
creative, so you get to try one.
Okay.
It's eggplant, so it's not bacon.
Okay, it's
You're
eggplant
still vegan
and,
after you eat this.
and it's pineapple.
It's
So
pineapple and
I wasn't the mystery guest, but I had the mystery food.
Right.
Well, here goes.
It's spicy. I'm gonna get you some water.
It's a little spicy.
Let me get you some water. Hold on. Okay, stay there. So, can you speak?
Now, I don't know if it's the taste or a little burnt.
Tastes burnt. It's a hickory flavor.
No.
It's not burnt.
Okay, because... Whoa!
It came
Whoa,
out
shot out of
spicy.
guns.
But imagine if you had maybe a glass of wine in your hand, or you're having like some kind of carrot juice or green juice. I better try it.
Let me see your reaction. No, it's tasty.
Oh, it's delicious.
But so that it's not a burnt. It's a
It's hickory.
hickory.
I think it's the spice that throws you off, because every time.
No, I tasted the.
That's good.
Definitely, hey. You know, you got pineapple and you got eggplant. What can
And
be wrong?
jicama. Remember, this is jicama. So instead of water chestnuts, which come in a can, I decided to use jicama. Anyway,
Isn't
the
there
next-
pineapple in there?
yes,
Oh,
eat it. Here's the thing about the. This is why you play around. Sometimes when you dehydrate things, they get stronger in flavor. So perhaps next time I leave out the hickory smoke flavor. I don't need it. Leave out either the pepper or the cayenne and do it again. But either way, it's exciting to try new things.
Oh, yeah.
And to have new flavors.
I can feel I'm getting younger.
Do you feel it? It's got some fire.
Yeah. That's the fountain of youth.
So,
Very good.
so Herbie, you can, expel some words of wisdom. Here's some more water.
Some
And
words of wisdom.
I just want to tell people
Well-
just one more thing about the dish before you start.
Okay.
Oh, if you don't have a dehydrator, just put it in the oven and try it anyway, because what we're doing for Thanksgiving is while everything there might be a little more fat than normal. There might be a little different things that I'm using, like maple syrup isn't raw. But on the average, our all raw vegan Thanksgiving, we're 99% raw. Using some decadent things here and there will be so much more healthy than the things you and I have been accustomed to eating on Thanksgiving most of
Okay.
our lives, right?
Well,
Okay, so hit it, Herbie.
all right.